What's going on?
We're about to do a podcast.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Davey.
There we go. Oh, man. Guess
Hockey
what, everybody?
car and Harvard Yard.
Yes. And that brings us to the Patriots, who just won the Super Bowl last week. I'm the only one in this room, and pretty much in the state of Tennessee, that's happy about that. It was
Nobody likes Patriots.
epic. Well, you want to hear the story?
No.
Nobody wants to hear the story at all.
Well, they're going to hear it anyways. But before we get started,
I imagine that a few people in the country probably watched the game. Just maybe.
By the way, Brady is not the greatest quarterback of all time.
We're not even talking about that right now.
He's lost 2 Super Bowls.
Everybody,
one of them was one giant loss.
welcome to
both of them.
Walking
Both
in
of
My
them,
Wheels.
That's right. Thank you, Eli Manning.
The podcast that talks about anything and has absolutely no
Asterisk.
structure. I'm going to talk over you guys. It's me rolling through life with a couple of assholes.
Boom.
My cohorts in crime, Grizz and Matt. Gentlemen, I trust you've had a good week.
No. Not at all.
I know. I've been just wearing my Patriots jersey, gloating a little bit.
I can't imagine that from
So happy.
Patriots fan.
So happy. Yes. So here's what happened. Hold on, you guys talk amongst yourself. I got to check something.
Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't awkward at all.
Yeah.
You know,
Not at all.
not at all.
All right, let's just make sure the soundboard is set up right.
So, yeah, I hope I make it through this podcast without a coughing fit.
Yeah, you're not feeling too well, huh?
No, man. No, I feel like a big bulldozer of shit just rolled over on me this week.
Well, I appreciate you toughing it up and, being able to make it,
Yeah. Speaking of the Super Bowl, before you get into it.
Well, no, I just want to make sure you're all right. You're alive.
I'm good. Pulse is about half.
Wife taking care of you?
Yeah, she's doing a good job.
Good. Being a little bitch?
No, not at all.
Sick.
Actually, that's not necessarily your fault. I was actually looking at this. I was talking about this earlier that, dudes just, when we get sick, it affects us more than it affects women. There's actually been a study that shows that estrogen levels affect your feeling of pain. That's why, helps with like women with childbirth and shit. So that's why when men get the flu, men really get the flu. So
we're super whiny and bitchy about it.
So we're super whiny and bitchy about it because we have low estrogen. So, if the flu doesn't bother you and you're a dude, you might want to get that looked at. Maybe.
Yeah.
Unless you're
check your estrogen levels. You're like, I got the flu, I'm good. What?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
There was no flu.
You're skipping.
No, there was no flu. I couldn't even watch the Super Bowl. I just had to listen to it because I'm like...
But don't you listen to college ball anyway?
Wait a second.
Yeah.
What did the flu affect your eyesight?
He didn't have the flu.
There was no flu. That's what I'm getting at here.
Illness.
Well, illness in general is what I was getting at, sir.
It was...
It's so defensive. Maybe it does affect you.
No, it doesn't at all. So I start out watching the Super Bowl. I can actually, visibly see it with my eyeballs. And then right before halftime, I sneeze. And then, like when you snarl your nose up and you close your eyes because you know you got a big sneeze coming.
Yes.
Yeah. That was me for the preceding 24 hours. Right there where...
Just ready to sneeze.
Yeah. This was my face.
He looks like a rock star. He looks like a rock star hitting that high note on the guitar right there, by the way.
Which is always a really awkward O face.
I know. Okay,
yeah,
so
totally.
So you're describing your O face.
Yeah. By the way, it is lovely, everybody out there in podcast land.
I know. The eyes are closed, so you don't feel uncomfortable.
All I have is the white goober from Dodgeball now in my head as well, where he's like, oh,
man.
So my nose goes crazy. My eyes just water the entire time.
Fun.
And it's just miserable.
So you looked like you were about to go Super Saiyan at all times?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
So I just had to listen because every time I'd open my eyes.
That's the only reason I don't watch that show. We're
Really?
talking about Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon. Here comes the dragon.
And
Dragon
pretty much
Ball
like
Z.
they build up energy to
yeah.
fight, and a whole episode will just be them looking at each other, building up energy. It's like nothing happens. They're just like,
yeah, but then somebody throws a punch and it's epic.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
it's pretty amazing animation.
Just watch the Frieza saga. Some amazeballs.
Right on.
Yeah, I just what's funny is because my brother Nick, he actually got into Dragon Ball, and he actually studied Japanese. He actually did an exchange program. He was in Japan for a year, so he always watched the original version with English subtitles. So I actually that voice, like the voices, I know the Japanese voices. So whenever I see like the dubbed American versions, I'm like, it really pains me because I'm like, that's not what that should sound like.
Yeah, because Goku really does sound like a little bitch.
Right, and it's all the whole entire, and also the music sucks.
It's
the
really
American
high
version.
pitched.
Really?
Yeah, Goku is.
Oh, I got to YouTube that later.
Yeah,
so
it's very different.
Let me tell you the story of how the Patriots won the Super Bowl. So I'm
they cheated and they paid the Falcons off at halftime.
So I'm
knee down.
Disregard. Just disregard.
Just messing with it. It's so easy.
So
it's just like.
So I'm watching the game.
Drone gate.
And I'm losing my mind because we're getting slaughtered. Halftime? It was
21-3.
21-3.
Yeah.
And then it ended up being 28-3
with 5 minutes left in the third.
When the halftime hit, we'll get to halftime here in a minute. But when halftime hit, I was just like, "What the hell? This sucks." I'm thinking about going to bed. I'm just not happy with the whole situation. So finally,
well, I text you and I'm just like, "Wow, that was
that
was what I could actually still see."
Yeah, I know. I was getting so frustrated because Brady was either overthrowing, underthrowing, and when he was on point, we would drop the ball. So we finally scored a touchdown with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then we go for the extra point, bink, off the upright, and I said, F it, I'm doing my dishes, going to make my lunch for work tomorrow, I'm going to bed. People are texting me, I'm like, I'm going to bed. So I do my dishes, and I'm coming back in the living room looking, and then seeing a bad pass or drop pass, going back and like, just grumbling, just hating life. So I finally get my lunch done, and I lay down, and I get into bed. And as soon as I lay in bed, I bring up my iPad. I'm figuring I'm just going to probably watch a game on the iPad. So my friend texts me and says, "Hey, man, things just got interesting. You might not want to go to bed just yet." And I'm already in bed. So I'm laying there on my back. My left leg's out straight. My right leg is bent like the number 4. Got my right hand under my head, pillow on my chest, iPad on my chest, balancing it with my left hand. Then I see the Patriots go down and score. And they start passing, and everything starts going well. And then the Falcons were almost, if they got a field goal, they would have pretty much almost put it out of reach. But we sacked them and brought them back. And then I laid there in bed, and I'm kind of superstitious. I was like, "Oh shit, I can't move from this position till this game's over now." So I laid there.
I know exactly what you mean about that.
Yes, thank you. A straight half hour, legs figure 4, hand behind the head, pillow on the chest, iPad on the pillow, watching this game. My Facebook's blowing up. My instant message is blowing up. People are trying to call me on the phone, and I'm sitting there going, nope, I'm not doing this. I'm not answering anything. I'm just going to lay here in this position. And then once you know it, they came back, went into OT, scored a touchdown. We won the game. You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah,
I made that happen.
Yeah, that was totally you.
It was totally me.
Absolutely.
All they had to do was run.
I know.
The ball.
Yep. The play goal.
And again, this goes back to my Facebook post from earlier that day. Speaking of Super Bowls and everything else, I just need to go back and I thanked the Buffalo Bills for my inability to not wholeheartedly root for a team, because that was my team back in the day.
I'm so sorry.
Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Cornelius Bennett, Bruce Smith, Andre Reed. I mean,
for the people that don't know,
they went 0-4-4.
0-4 in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many years?
That was 4 years in a row. 91, 92, 93, and 94.
Who'd they lose to?
They lost to the Redskins in 91,
yep.
Giants in 92.
Giants?
90. It was 4 years in a row. But it was the Cowboys and the Cowboys. So Cowboys back-to-back years.
Yeah. So you guys have your nemesis too.
So
Patriots is the Giants, yours is the Cowboys.
know anybody in the Super Bowl.
Anybody, that's true.
Yeah.
It could be a high school team. You probably would have lost.
Probably. So, fuck you, Buffalo.
Yeah. All right. So,
here's my Super Bowl experience. I was on Facebook. I was like, oh shit. It just popped up the score. I was like, Patriots are getting their ass kicked.
oh my God.
Then I was like, oh shit. The Patriots came back. Oh shit. The Patriots won. Man, I really should avoid Derek. He's going to be an uppity asshole for a few hours.
Oh, totally. So I'm laying there.
That's exactly my thought process.
When I was laying there in bed, we won, and I flung the iPad off the pillow, and I'm laying there in bed, pitch black, screaming my head off, just totally stoked that they won, cheering, clapping. My neighbors had no clue. I was just in this pitch black world of loneliness, cheering for a team that doesn't pay my bills.
Well, I didn't even watch the. I didn't even.
Got really dark really quick.
I couldn't watch the trophy ceremony because the whole eye sinus thing.
Yes,
You're going Super Saiyan. Yes.
Yeah, I was going Super Saiyan, and
it's going to take it was a 4-episode Super Saiyan.
It was. It really was.
Gotcha. Right.
Yeah. Because I didn't get any.
Himself.
Yeah.
Internal struggles.
No, but I
oh man.
No, but Fox was doing it, so Troy Aikman and Joe Buck was doing the broadcast, and I got pissed off and I stood up and I was like, Brady has lost 2 Super Bowls. I don't give a damn if he's won 100. He's still lost. He has his winning percentage is not 1,000. There's 2 other quarterbacks that have never lost a Super Bowl that have won 4. So I'm all in my feelings about this, and I'm like, people in America, take Tom Brady's dick out of your mouth. He's not the greatest.
I'm not even having this conversation.
No, I'm not having this conversation. No,
right,
bullshit.
So let's go to the
Greatest
top.
of all time. No asterisks there.
No, that's because they didn't make it more than 4 times. That's the only reason.
No, that's not the right reason at all.
They didn't.
Montana got hurt and then he got traded and then he took the Chiefs his first
so
year
he
to the
didn't make
AFC
it.
Championship game.
But he didn't make it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's not do this.
This could be an entertaining conversation.
No,
I'll just sit back and watch you go.
No, it's just.
I really have no dog in this
I
fight.
feel like the water boy that Joe Montana.
Joe Montana.
Basically, talking to people about quarterback, who's the best, is like you might as well be talking about politics because people just don't want to listen to facts.
No, who's the
only people I ever hear that
you can have your other people with your
facts.
alternative facts because who owns all the freaking records?
Well, I'm going to throw this. I'm a big racing fan, so I'm going to throw this out there.
Oh, cool! That sport nobody watches.
No. There's 2 greats that will be always remembered. It's going to be Michael Schumacher and Ayrton Senna. And the whole entire point is that who is actually. No, I don't watch NASCAR. That shit's boring as hell, and I will stand by that.
Formula One on a straightaway.
Exactly. But the thing is that you got Schumacher. He's got so many more records and he's got more titles, right? But even Schumacher probably would say that he's not the greatest because Senna was. People will argue all day. Hardcore Schumacher fans are going to be like, Schumacher's the greatest because he's got the numbers. But then it's like, Senna didn't live long enough to get the numbers.
Dude, we came down. Yeah. We came back from 25 points down. Previous to that was 10. I mean, come on.
That is a beautiful record, but,
That's just one of the plethora of records he has.
Just want to state that Montana never threw an interception in the Super Bowl. And he won 4, and he never lost one. And 3 out of the 4 Super Bowls he won was against Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing quarterbacks. He was playing against the defensive.
I don't care.
That's that's a frustrating thing for me. Oh, yeah, we played against that other quarterback. No, quarterback wasn't even on the field. He was playing against the other team's defense.
You had to have Vinatieri beat Jake DeLoma and the Carolina Panthers. Who's that guy?
And Butler.
Who's that guy?
Yeah.
Butler also.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
By the way, what kind of argument is that? That's not even an argument.
Yeah,
Who's that guy? Who's the guy?
Malcolm
so I'm
Butler
not good with names. I'm not good with names.
Malcolm Butler who intercepted the pass, Russell Wilson's pass.
Gosh, you should be a commentator.
Yeah.
Because
he's got a good voice for it, too.
I know. That way you could just give your opinion and not listen to anybody else. Just it's the way I think.
Really?
Yep. Alternative facts. Coming back up.
Salty.
I think yours is alternative facts there.
Your face is an alternative fact. So did y'all see the Super Bowl halftime show?
Yeah, I thought Lady Gaga was awesome.
You know she's going to be tomorrow night. Tomorrow night for us is going to be on the Grammys with Metallica.
Hey,
she's a metalhead.
That's right.
Yeah, she did that. I saw a thing with her doing a Led Zeppelin song. It was really impressive, to be honest.
Well,
she's really talented.
Last year, in 2016, she did, like, she would just show up at small bars, like, unannounced, with her and her guitar.
I would totally dig that. I'm not a huge Gaga fan, but she is pure talent.
She is, and she likes a lot of different types of music too. Like, she's actually like, a musician's musician, and she actually can play.
Yes,
it's not just performing; she actually can play instruments, and she's
a straight artist.
Yeah, she's an artist. She's talented,
and even if she puts something out that's not in the genre of music you like, it's still good music.
Yeah, nobody can like say. It's not something where you can only be like, yeah, I like it because I like it. It's, you can, like, anybody could sit back and respect it. Actually, there was a great, because, I'm a huge Caius fan. Obviously. But after Prince died, there was this great thread that was going that was like, all right, how many people are here, like, legitimately are sad about Prince because, like, he is my guilty pleasure. I know I'm all about, like, all this doom metal and shit, but, like, Prince is the shit.
Dude, Prince and the Purple Rain album, I love that album. Sorry.
Right.
Love
no,
it.
yeah.
No, I love it.
Look up any live performance he's ever done.
Dude's sick.
And it's amazing.
Did he play the Super Bowl one year?
Yes, he did.
We'll get into that.
But
that's our topic today, guys. Super Bowl halftime shows.
Yeah, but I'll just play, even like with all those, like the stoner doom, like, that heavy, like, music, Gaga came up in that conversation, and everybody was like, there was not a single, like, negative, but people believe, like, well, I'm not really, her music is not my thing, but everybody agreed, tremendously talented.
Yes.
You can't help but
I actually really appreciate her artistic side, like when she showed up in that egg at the one event. Whatever. I love that shit. That's like Salvador Dali stuff right there. Just
didn't she wear a meat suit too?
She wore a meat suit once.
She did wear a meat suit.
I think that's just balls, man. But she's the only one that could really pull something like that off. Like, she is a walking embodiment of art when she is Lady Gaga. When she's, she's a normal person. I've seen interviews. She's an absolutely normal person. But, she's got mad respect and appreciation from her real fans, her hardcore fans, who all stick up for her like wicked. And when she is really quirky and has her artistic phases, like her outfits and all that, I think that's just pure art. People are like, that's just weird. I think it's just a really impressive, unique way to come at it, and not, it's more artistic than like slutty. Like Madonna's was more of a slutty type of thing.
She's always been more for the shock value and like, and she does it well.
So what did you think of the halftime show? I mean, did you
I didn't watch it at all.
You didn't watch it? Did you have?
Listened to it.
You should YouTube it. It wasn't bad. Wasn't bad.
Yeah, I mean, what I listened to was great. I mean, I saw bits and pieces of it when I could do that, and you could definitely tell his eyes. You could definitely tell that she was live, which I applaud anybody that does a live show, because
I'm calling out the Red Hot Chili Peppers for not having their instruments plugged in the year that they did it. By the way, boom.
Yeah,
they weren't plugged in at all. Just saying.
Not a big fan of theirs.
Their next album is going to just be like the
music.
It's just going to be the Wikipedia for California.
There's a great gold rush in 1920s.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll definitely take a look and watch the entire thing. But
so you have a list in front of you, right?
I do have a list of the Super Bowl halftime shows, and so we just finished up Super Bowl 51, and the Super Bowl halftime shows, as we know it, did not really start until Super Bowl 25. That was in 1991.
What was it like before then?
Before then, it was marching bands.
Ooh.
There's just like in college games,
Were they like high-end marching bands?
No, like it would
like
be
college
marching bands.
Well, those today are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the Ohio State band do the
Yeah.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Y'all need
it's
to.
impressive.
We'll put that on our page for y'all to take a look at.
yeah, marching bands and what they can do with. I mean, it's just impressive.
Oh yeah,
and
totally.
the musicianship. I mean, I played in a concert band. I played trumpet. I can still play trumpet, and the way for them to sound that good while they're marching.
We got to get that part of our.
Yeah, to sound that good while marching, like the breath control is insane. I played trombone, so I played a brass instrument. So
yeah,
it's to have that kind of breath control while moving, and
That's weird because I figured y'all played as skin flutes.
that fantasy happened in your head first, sir.
Just saying.
I'm just saying.
We just edited out a horrible joke.
Yeah,
No,
we just
didn't.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. I left that in.
He thinks he's funny. That's
I
why
am
it's staying
funny.
in. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, so
Funny looking.
So Grambling State Marching Band from Louisiana, they were 6 times. So that's just a little fun fact for you.
that's a record.
That is a record for the most. So 1991, Super Bowl 25.
We're just gonna read them out, and then we'll. Talk.
Well,
let's read them out.
as we go.
Yeah. You guys better now?
Getting there.
Oh, that's got some...
Yeah,
That's some good resonance right there.
Yeah.
That's like some Mr. Han Enter the Dragon type shit.
Yeah.
Right
Oh gosh.
So, New Kids on the Block. Wow.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
Still going. That's impressive.
I know, that
What a
is.
decay, man. Holy shit.
New Kids on the Block was the first Super Bowl halftime show that was not a marching band. And they did Step by Step was like their main song. Come on, Derek. I know you know the words.
Step by step. That's it. That's it.
Baby.
See? No, I was heavy into AC/DC at that time. 91, you said?
91, yeah.
91. AC/DC Metallica. That was my world.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
92 was Gloria Estefan, and the Miami Sound Machine was not there. And
No.
apparently it was, and the first, I mean, that was when the Super Bowls was kind of was still at the end of January, not February. And hers was like Christmas music, like Dance with the Sugar Plum Fairies or something. So
That's weird. Especially
kinda
since
weird.
Christmas had already passed.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe did she have an album that she released?
maybe.
I don't know. I'm curious about that.
I feel like she's done a couple of Christmas albums during that time frame. So that
I'm
would
going to
make
look it
sense.
up.
GTS, it's
Get on it, sucker.
1993 was Michael Jackson. Everybody.
That's when
That was my shit back then. Yeah.
When he popped out of the ground. I remember that. And he was like on the upper corners of the stadium. They had, lookalikes popped up on each corner, and then he came out of the stage in the bottom.
Yeah.
He blew that shit up. I think he did Smooth Criminal during that.
No, he did Billie Jean, Jam, Black or White, and then another song. It wasn't Smooth Criminal.
Was it like Thriller or something like that?
No. It
That's
was like,
weird.
It was like We Are the
Was
World.
that during the
something.
Dangerous
Yeah.
time frame? Yeah.
Remember that video for Black and White that like premiered on Fox?
With all the
Yeah.
the face morphing?
Face morphing kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, it was like
That was like, yeah. it was
mind-blowing
like
technology
a
at the
big,
time.
I remember that,
a big to do thing. Like Fox was announcing it, and it was like the whole like 15-minute episode of it where Macaulay Culkin was like, in his room trying to play, guitar, and his dad comes up and yells at him and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it was the extended version of
Yeah.
it. Yes,
Holy
because that's when he was doing all those extended videos. Like,
yeah, and he would
yes.
release them at like 9:00 on a Sunday night on like national television. Yeah,
yeah. Oh man, I missed that.
Yeah.
I really do.
What
That
year?
was
What year was Gloria Estefan?
1992.
Because she released her Christmas album in '93.
is probably like leading up to that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So
Yeah.
93 was Michael Jackson, and it's kind of weird the evolution of the Super Bowl halftime shows because it goes from Michael Jackson, and then it feels like they took a step back a little bit for the next few. 94 was a country one. I had Clint Black, Tanya Tucker, Travis Tritt, and the Judds. All kind of
Yeah, but Clint Black was
Hashtag
pretty big
not
at
my
the time,
favorite.
too.
Yeah, but hashtag not my favorite.
Yeah, but he's no Garth Brooks, man. I mean, come on.
Actually, in the Clint Black versus Garth Brooks whole entire thing, I would go with Clint Black.
I think in a
I
fight,
grew up on Clint Black.
in a
though.
fight.
Turn your mic off.
No. Actually, like because my parents were listening. My mom listened to both of those like a ton at the time. Like
Garth Brooks
Garth
is more
Brooks.
poppy.
Yeah,
And
and,
Clint
I like
Black
Clint
would
Black a little bit better.
Kick Garth Brooks' ass in a fight too.
He has more of a chin, Just saying.
There you go.
That's funny.
His hat looks tougher.
He doesn't have as many songs. Yeah, you're right.
He has a tougher hat, you know.
All right, so 95, it was Patti LaBelle, Tony Bennett, and Arturo Sandoval. So kind of like a...
Weird. That's weird.
It's a little bit of throwback right there, too.
Yeah. Tony Bennett.
But
he was even old then.
Was he ever young? I don't. Well, I was like, yeah.
Is he Rod Stewart's father?
Oh, that's weird. I never thought of that.
Is that like a real question? Are you asking that?
No, just saying because they look kind of...
They look kind of alike.
They
actually.
do. They do.
Yeah.
Tony's aged a lot more gracefully than Rod Stewart, though.
Hey, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I wouldn't know.
No, I'm just saying Rod Stewart. Never mind.
Okay.
Booger sugar, man.
Booger sugar. Right. We're not condoning the use of cocaine out there in podcast.
No.
But there's
right.
a good phrase.
But if you
do.
Yeah.
96 was a big to-do with Diana Ross. She ended up singing like 8 songs. Typically, they don't sing that many. I mean, it was kind of like she kind of went through all of her hits.
Also, her songs aren't extremely long.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I can see where. Yeah,
it was
still a long show, but
medley too. Probably more of a medley too.
Probably
to it, yeah, because that's like a straight up full concert. Ooh, need some water. Oh, Grizz guy needs some water.
To smoke another one.
It sounds like somebody's trying to start a very, very sick.
No, he's on antibiotics.
I know. We've already had this conversation.
Dude. The doctor told me the next day I went to the doctor.
It's viral.
I got a shot, and they were like, "You have an upper respiratory thing." I was like, "Thing?
A thing? Way to narrow it down for me, doc."
Yeah,
that'd be like me going to the doctor.
I could have WebMD'd this and found out that I have cancer.
That'd be like me going to the doctor, and the doctor looked at me and go, something's wrong with your legs. They don't appear to be working properly.
Dude, I never noticed that.
Really?
Yeah, so they ended up giving me a shot. They ended up giving me some more steroids to fill at the pharmacy. And they're like, it just has to run its course because I don't have any. I've never had a fever. I don't have any of the
You just got the thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got the thing.
It's got the crud.
The crud. Yeah.
So 97 though, it's kind of one of my favorites.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, man, that was Grizz all there.
Yeah. So it was the Blues Brothers.
Yes.
Whoa.
Wow, man.
Dude,
Derek got a little excited.
I think it was all your thing too.
Yeah. So that was Dan Aykroyd, John Goodman, and James Belushi, since John died of an OD, and ZZ Top, and then James Brown. James Brown as like
James Brown. What the hell?
I can't talk.
What did you just get out of a grill or something? What the hell,
dude?
Oh look, man, look at the little chart. James Brown.
Brown. Wow. It's okay.
And that was probably lip synced as well.
Popcorn, yeah.
Man, I love James Brown.
98 was Boyz II Men, Smokey Robinson, and the Temptations.
I totally see that matchup.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty
cool. Boyz II Men were the shit too, man.
Yeah. It's so hard.
I knew you were going to say that. Come on, say it. Come on, finish it.
No, I do.
Come on.
Horrible voice.
Come on, finish it.
No. It's just not going to happen, bro.
We'll sing with you. Just kidding.
You
could start and we'll just let you.
It's basically, that era, it was basically everybody's prom song. Your senior prom song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Gee, I wonder what the theme's going to be this year, guys.
99 was Gloria Estefan, Stevie Wonder, and Big Bad Voodoo Daddy.
Wow. Well, that's her second time, huh?
Yeah, Gloria Estefan's done it twice, and neither time has the Miami Sound Machine been with her.
She's a little selfish like that, huh?
Damn,
did she get in a car accident and almost die once?
GTS.
And then, yeah.
Probably.
Just put her seatbelt on 30 seconds before the accident or something like that. I could be wrong. I don't feel like GTSing right now.
Okay, that's
my
good.
arms are comfortably crossed across my chest.
Oh, okay.
It's my safe place.
Like they always are.
Yeah, you live like
That's
that.
True. This is, yeah. That's a weird thing, too. Everybody out there in podcast land, my arms don't go straight. They're stuck at 90 degrees. So what's comfortable for me is just to have them crossed. So when I go to a job interview or something like that, I know that's a form of defense visually, body language. So I have to purposely put my hands down, fold my hands and hold my hands or something like that.
That's awkward looking too.
It is.
Yeah.
So it's just weird. So if I go like this,
please, sir, can I have some more?
Exactly. So it's kind of a weird thing.
Wait a minute. Are you still doing the weights? Because you look like you've gotten some gains, bro.
No, I'm not a Gainosaurus yet.
Gainosaurus!
But yeah, I'm still lifting every other day. I've kind of upped it. I got to find a cardio thing on YouTube and start doing some cardio, I think. So I don't really feel much stronger, but
we can go for a run.
But I've increased my reps.
Did he just say go for a run?
You're such a dick.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Not really.
My constant run at 4 miles an hour. It's more of a glide.
It is more of a glide, isn't it? Dude, that takes a lot of muscle control, though.
You should see me do the electric slide on the
it's
dance
like
floor.
This.
It is. It's thumb. It's all in the thumb.
It's all in the thumb.
Yeah. I do thumb yoga.
It's awesome.
So.
He's like,
look, it's downward dog. That was a visual joke. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Podcast land.
That's great. That was a good halftime.
A halftime.
That's halftime.
Performing the halftime. The Cripple Crew.
Derek and his downward dog thumb.
There's something there. I don't know what it is, but there's something there.
Did you see that on the Brazzers?
Yeah. I wonder how many people get that joke.
Probably a lot more than you think.
Right.
Okay, so continuing.
Mom, do not get that joke, Mom.
Please don't get that joke, Mom.
She's going to be the one laughing the most. Yeah. So we got the year 2000.
The year 2000.
Phil Collins, Christina Aguilera, Enrique Iglesias, and Tony Braxton. That was before Christina went dirty.
Okay.
So.
That's funny. Because we all know about that.
Yep.
We're not impressed with that one, I don't think. We're like,
yeah. There's nothing rememberable about that. I can't even talk.
Memorable?
Rememberable.
Nope.
See, that's not it.
Memorable.
Nope, that's not a word. Make it a word.
No, I'm thinking of Harry Potter.
That's alt vocabulary.
That is. I'm thinking about that. Thinking about that damn rememberable thing from Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
Dude, when fan fiction or just when a story just does you wrong,
it replaces my reality. There you go.
Right.
So 2001.
What the hell just happened there?
What kind of spell is that? It's kind of like the Men in Black flasher.
People are going to have the hardest time following this podcast. They're going to be
when did they ever follow this podcast?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So 2001 was Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, and Nelly.
That's really a weird combination.
Yeah.
I remember that show. I remember thinking it was a weird combination.
I think that's when everybody realized that Steven Tyler couldn't sing anymore.
Oh, damn. Actually, what's funny is because
really
recently
really never could.
No, because I think he was probably the only one out of all of these where the mic actually worked.
Oh.
Because everybody else in here probably lip synced.
Yeah.
Right, so he was the only one that wasn't
Even
auto-tuned.
Nelly? What? My dreams have been crushed.
Really?
No.
Nelly had some good stuff back in the day.
Well, technically, I guess they have been crushed, just not by that, and a long time ago.
Yeah. Ouch. That hurts.
Still?
The jugular is still bleeding.
Oh, whatever.
All right, so 2002 was U2. I thought that was a good show.
Man, I hate U2. That's just me.
Really?
I do.
I like U2.
I hate U2.
That was... Yeah, that was the year... That was after 9/11, and I thought it was kind of... That's the year the Patriots won the Super Bowl. I remember that very nicely. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on.
He's like, and over the next few of these, I'm just going to be like, oh, and that's when the Patriots won the Super Bowl. Oh, that's when the Patriots lost the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Eli Manning.
Yes. Eli Manning's the reason that Tom Brady is not the greatest quarterback.
Boom.
And Derek's not here to defend himself.
So, that's a special.
Yeah.
Special gift from New York, even though they play in Jersey.
So 2003 was Shania Twain, No Doubt, and Sting. I don't have any memories of that, so there shouldn't be anything memorable about that.
Dude, what is going on with you? Who is the president of the United States? What day is it? Like, are you having a stroke?
No, I'm
okay, good.
Your grasp of the English language is really impressive.
It is. I'm as good with English language as you are walking.
That was impeccable timing.
That was incredible.
It was well played. I was just like, damn.
I know.
I was like, I want to laugh at it, but I was like, damn.
No, I know.
Cold-blooded.
Okay, so 2004. 2004 is the infamous wardrobe malfunction.
Another year the Patriots won the Super Bowl.
Jessica Simpson, Janet Jackson, P. Diddy, Nelly, Kid Rock, and Justin Timberlake. It's like MTV didn't know. They produced it that year. They didn't know what they wanted to do, so they're just like, we're going to do everybody.
You know that shit was planned.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I remember seeing it.
Like, yeah, and then like, did that just happen?
Yeah.
No, I think it was 100% planned because why would she? People just don't wear that type of nipple ring as a nice, lovely undergarment on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just obviously.
Grizz is like readjusted his shirt. Like, what do you know about me? What do you know about my life?
That's hilarious.
So,
that little like chains.
This is my weekend.
This
2005 to 2010.
He's stopping that. He's stopping that joke from going further real quick.
I don't even listen to you guys. So
I'll wear belly button rings for nipple rings. little charms hanging from it.
I think he just killed Matt.
I think he deactivated me. Moving on.
Awkward pause.
Don't edit that pause out.
No, definitely not. Okay. Moving on.
Not at all. So, 2005 to 2010. I'm just going to roll through these really quickly because, I mean, probably one of the best ones ever was in here. But 2005 was Paul McCartney. 2006 was the Rolling Stones. Their instruments may not have been plugged in like the Chili Peppers, but that was still live singing, and that was still the Stones, and it was a good show. 2007 was Prince. If nobody remember God,
the word remember is crushing you today.
It is. Man.
You should remember to say remember and memorable.
I know, seriously.
Yeah.
You're losing the English language.
GTS that and watch that halftime show if you...
For Prince. Now, just interesting because, after Prince died, there was a lot of, people talking about Prince and, Prince being Prince, in a lot of different, just different, instances. And they were talking about for the Super Bowl halftime show that, he goes on there, he plays live. He's got his instruments, everything's electronic. He's not going to lip sync. And when they called for rain, they thought he was going to cancel. So when they called him, they're like, so what's they're calling for heavier, calling for rain. Like, what do you want to do? And Prince just simply said, can you make it rain harder?
I wonder what song he sang. Purple rain.
Yeah, we got that joke. Yeah, gotcha. Right on. But you got to think, he played in the rain, with those shoes.
Yeah, with the shoes.
On a slippery ass stage.
Everything
and he
plugged
still kicked
in.
ass. So
It did not get electrocuted.
Legendary.
Yeah. It was actually a really good performance, too.
It was nasty.
Yeah.
That whole entire guitar solo was just sick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. What he could do with a guitar. Anyway. 2008 I thought was pretty fantastic as well. It was Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I like Tom Petty. He's got good stuff.
Hell yeah.
I just watched that live on at Fenway Park last night. It was on MTV Live, actually.
Yeah, like I said, from 2005 to 2010, I mean, all the halftime shows are pretty kick-ass. 2009 was Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band.
Story about that. He never wanted to do it. And then, who did the year before him?
Tom Petty.
It was after Tom Petty, Bruce Springsteen actually contacted them and said, I think we're ready for it, because they'd been trying to get him for a while.
Yeah.
So.
2010 was The Who. I thought that was a kick-ass show. It was good. 2011 was Black Eyed Peas with Usher and Slash. He was there for Sweet Child of Mine, I think. Fergie did that.
I bet he's so tired of playing that song.
You know that guitar, Rolling Stone said that was the greatest guitar solo of all time?
Rolling Stone magazine?
Yeah.
No, Mick Jagger came out.
I don't know. Maybe he might have said it. He's said some pretty interesting
It was
shit.
the band collective.
Yeah, Rolling Stone magazine said that was like the greatest guitar riff / solo.
I don't know if I fully agree with that.
Yeah,
I do think it's an incredible song.
well, they also had Kurt Cobain as one of the top 10 guitarists of all time.
No.
And that is how you know they're out of touch.
Yeah. Of all time?
Yeah, of all time.
No.
It's pretty, yeah.
Yeah,
No. That.
I'm sure Yngwie.
No.
I'm sure Yngwie just like lost his shit.
yeah.
Saw Kurt Cobain on that list.
So 2012 was Madonna. I don't have anything to really say about that. That was what 2,000 people on stage with her, or something
Was
like that.
that the one with Britain? No, that was. I'm confusing it with the MTV Music Awards, where she kissed Britney and then kissed.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
2013 was Beyonce with Destiny's Child.
Oh yeah, when everybody lost their shit because she was Black Panther or some shit like that. Give me a break. Everybody got so mad over that. It was so frustrating.
Yeah, I don't know
No,
why
that
everybody
was
gets pissed off.
2016. That was last year.
Oh, that was last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, there you go.
2014
She's on
was
twice.
Yeah.
2014 was really good because it had, or maybe I don't know. 2014 was headlined by Bruno Mars with the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, that was actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came back in 2016, but not as the headline. But
No.
2014 was good.
Bruno Mars is a good one of those. He's just a good artist.
Yeah, he's a good
I'm not a big
artist,
fan
yeah.
of all of his music and stuff like that, but he's a very, very good artist. He's like talented and like Lady Gaga.
Yeah, he is.
He like knows how to play his instruments and all that. Saw an interview
Right.
on I want to say 60 Minutes with him. He grew up like in a shack, was homeless for a bunch of his life in Hawaii. Just incredible freaking backstory. Y'all should do some research on him because
yeah,
he's
nothing
pretty-
but respect for Bruno
yeah.
Mars. I mean, like you said, he
not my cup
Talented.
of tea,
He's
but
talented.
pretty amazing.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Can't talk shit there.
Yeah, exactly.
2015 was Katy Perry, Lenny Kravitz, and Missy Elliott, the famous Left Shark or whatever it was.
That was awesome. That was fun.
That was
The shark.
because
I don't
Lenny
think I watched
Kravitz was
that
good
one
too.
either.
I mean, I like Lenny Kravitz. I think he's really good.
Well, everything was kind of choreographed, and there was this person dressed up like a shark on the side, just doing his own thing.
Yeah.
And there were so many memes about it, and so many videos about it. Just absolutely.
Yeah.
That was one of the forefathers of like really good memes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
GTS it, man. That's all.
No, I think I remember it, but
It's like
like,
Just
I
doing
didn't-
it, just like
I didn't
just
watch
doing his
it.
own
I didn't
dance
watch
moves.
that one.
Like
So-
SNL did a whole thing on it. I
Yeah.
mean, it was everywhere.
Yeah. It blew up.
Like even Discovery Channel did their Shark Week and had like that shark on it.
Jesus.
Perfect.
So last year, 2016 was Coldplay, Beyonce, Bruno Mars, and Mark Ronson.
That's when everybody freaked out on.
yeah.
And
That's,
I've never seen Chris Martin smile so much in my entire life. He was like glowing.
yeah.
He
That was
so happy.
That was a pretty decent show.
Yeah, it was good.
Coldplay's good live, but they don't do anything like crazy to be like where you can't understand what they're saying or
Yeah.
too loud.
I've seen them a couple of times in concert. They do put on a good show. It's a lot of fun.
They're arena music.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
And then of course, 2017 was Lady Gaga. So
Which was impressive.
yeah. So that's all the. I know we probably bore people to death, but that's all the
Yes.
26 halftime shows since 1991, and how they've evolved from used to be a bunch of people to one person, back to a bunch of people.
So when
Yeah,
it comes to
they're flipping
when it
around,
comes to
yeah.
the halftime show, do you care if it's lip synced or sung live? Does that bother you?
I'd rather have everything live anyway.
Yeah, it really
It
bothers
really
me.
does bother me. People, I'm like, so why you even have them here if you're just going to play the damn song?
Remember
Like,
when?
just put up a fancy video with it. And,
Remember
you
when
know.
Whitney Houston
Yeah.
did the Star Spangled Banner?
I think it was a 91 or 92,
No, it was before that.
maybe 90, because it was the Buffalo Bills played somebody. It was either the
It was in
Giants.
the 80s.
It was either the Giants or the Redskins.
It was late 80s, early 90s. Because I remember because I was still in high school at the
because
time.
it was during Desert Storm.
And it became a single, and people just bought it, and they were playing it on the radio and stuff like that. I
And
remember.
come to find out that she was so
and she lip synced that.
yeah, because she was so jazzed out of her mind.
jazzed?
We don't do crack.
Wow.
It's a quote. It's a quote. So, but
Yeah, the
Yeah.
live. I think for a football, I mean, personally, I'm not really a pop genre kind of guy, but I have enjoyed the rock ones over the years. Maybe before Metallica's like right age where they could do one
dude, they're
now.
straight at that. Where they need to play Enter Sandman for the.
They already play Enter Sandman at every damn sporting event there ever was.
I know.
I'm just like,
I know, right?
The Black Album is the Black Album is being abused.
By the way, the last 5 songs on that album are my favorite. So
the new one.
It's only half the album.
The Black Album. The last half of the album is
so we're gonna end this
probably my favorite.
On that, we just ended the podcast.
I'm just saying.
Thanks.
Saying you do Black Album, just like listen to it. My Friend Misery. There you go.
Hey guys, I think they like Metallica.
I know, right? All right, everybody, we're gonna wrap this up. I want to thank you for listening. Anything?
That's it. We're just gonna cut it out.
Yeah.
We let Grizz talk for half an hour about all this shit, and then we're just gonna cut it out.
It was fun. It's actually kind of interesting. You know, I didn't know all the bands that played every halftime show, so I enjoyed it. So hopefully listeners did too. And hey, Matt, you got anything to say before we go?
No.
All right. I like a Man of Mystery. You're pretty cool, dude. And Grizz, anything you need? One no is fine. We got your point.
Okay.
Hey, go YouTube the 2007 Prince halftime show.
It's badass.
And I'm gonna go watch the Lady Gaga again since I couldn't see it.
That's all, folks.
Yeah. Hashtag be love.
Hashtag be love. And everybody, thanks for listening. And remember, even a speed bump can be a jump.
Tom Brady's not the greatest. Thank you for supporting Walking in My Wheels. You can listen to us on iTunes, Google Play, and YouTube. Also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you have something to say, email us at walkinginmywheels@gmail.com. Keep being awesome people and hashtag be love.